Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Chicago Bears. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Bridgewater. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 25 yards the pick up there and also a first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 23. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Trubisky will throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Bridgewater now from the 50. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Bears nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
32-yard line.
Bridgewater on first down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. They go play action with Trubisky. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First down.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Here's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
It's a gain of 10.
Always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, he's going to come down with it. And some say he was the victim of some subpar quarterback play last year. He didn't let that bother him at all. Still had 98 catches and over 1,000 yards receiving. Allen Robinson just goes out and plays hard each and every week.
Number 30.
A gain of 3, second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third down, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Now this window is running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
58, right over there, right over there.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It leaves. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. 58, boys, 58, 58, come on. Oh, yeah,
To the air again with Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
right there, 54, right there.
They'll throw again, Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. First target, first catch, and a first down.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Bridgewater again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight. forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And again, it's Bridgewater. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Smith in on the tackle.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Jim. Tighten up.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
The kicker on for the point after.
So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's been unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
5-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
2nd down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Quick pass out to Miller. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
To Anthony Miller.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Play action. It's Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got some space here. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. That is incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards and sets him up first and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Now the try here for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Panthers 28. Bears 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And to give this time to the tailback. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Darrell Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
57's the mic. Alert, 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 alert.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Defense, let's go. Check 3. Alert, 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 alert. Alert, 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 alert.
Now Trubisky to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And Robinson with a big catch. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Second and 7. Again, it's Trubisky. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
9 yards.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That catch in his career is number 662, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah, who was a wide receiver at Alabama before he transitioned in the NFL. And we're seeing similar attributes here because the ability to play inside, outside, flex out, he can catch it from any position and turn it into a big play.
Now he's got his eyes on 700. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And now here's a carry heading left. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Got double time. Double time. Ran. Three down. 57. Mike, 57. Let's go heavy.
Now they try the right side here. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. But officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd down.
Trubisky will throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
He's checking. Crash. Motion. Check 99. Check. Fresno.
On second down, McCaffrey. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
58, the money. You must be dreaming. Hey, 58 is the Delta. 58's the money. Let's go, defense. Hey, who we got? 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That's good for a Carolina first. Bridgewater to Moore.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
First down, Bridgewater. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
That's another Panthers.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Bridgewater now. Open man is Anderson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Trubisky. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Get that.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. And this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Turnover on downs.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Number 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier.
4th down.
Now they're out there again to try once more. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Watch 18.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 19. Here's Trubisky. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
It's saying they paid me.
Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First down, Bears.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57. I got you.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And again, this time to the tailback. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
He's tackled at the 40.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Throwing here, Bridgewater. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
By the Bears.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line. Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just